back to my channel. It's Bambi here again. If this is your first time seeing me, don't make it your last. Stick and stay with the family by subscribing to my channel and being a part of my family. And if you're an old subscriber of mine, hi, thank you so much for supporting me throughout this YouTube journey. I'm here to do a wig install, and the wig for today is this burgundy bob cut wig. I have it all prepped and ready for an install. So this is how the wig is. So you can see that brown stuff is the lace tint, but I've already bleached the lace and it's a brown lace, so I have to like finesse it to match my skin. And yeah, let's do the install, and I'm going to do a voiceover right from here. Voiceover Bambi here, taking over. These are the products I use for installing my wig, but I'm going to show you guys more of the other products I couldn't show here as I go. So let's get straight into it. The best way to get your wig to lay flat is to put your hair in braids. Personally, I can't braid my hair to save a life, so I got them done at a salon, or you just put it in a very low ponytail flat before you put the wig on. I use the edge booster to lay down my baby hair away from my skin, so I get it to lay flat. If you get glue on your baby hair, it's going to rip out, so lay it out of your face. And personally, I use this wig cap because it's closer to my skin. You have to pull it down so it's choking your nose. This wig cap wanted to choke me to death, but hallelujah, I'm fine. And you have to cut eyes for yourself because you can't see through that net. Cut the eye, and I cut my ears out. You know what? We want the bald cap to be bald. We have to look bald. So pull it down so you stretch out the net. And personally, I use the Bold Hold Liquid Gold. This is the magic you need. It's easy to take it out. You just use water on it and it's off. So that is what I use to lay down the cap. And I go around the perimeter of my hair. Follow the process if you want your bald cap to be balding. Yeah, so that's how I do mine. You can skip this part, but I go in with the Wonder Lace adhesive spray around the perimeter of my head to make sure that bald cap is not moving anywhere. Okay, so spray it around your edges and then put your finger into it. Okay, massage it in. Our aim is to make this bald cap bald. We have to look like we don't have any hair on our head. So I go in with my blow dryer and make sure everything is dry, completely dry, before I start installing the wig. So after drying all that, I go in with my scissors to cut the lace, and I nearly cut myself, so be extra careful when you're doing this. You don't want to hurt yourself when doing your wig, so just be careful. And I cut the bandage too and tie it at the back. That's the only way it stays for me. We're gonna keep it secured in that way. So that's what I do, and I go back in with the scissors to really define the bald cap. We want everything to be neat. There is a reason for every step that we are taking to install this wig, so follow it diligently. I go back in with the Wonder Lace adhesive spray around the edges. We are trying to make the bald cap seem invisible, so we are paying more attention to detail. Okay, so I do that and then blow dry it up. Make sure everything is dry, because if it's not dry, it's going to move, and we don't want that. So we make sure everything is completely dry before we move on to the next step. I go in with a rubbing alcohol to clean the excess glue left on my skin. I want a clean surface to work on, so pay attention to that. Clean the excess glue and make sure everything is neat, okay? And this is the way, this is how the lace is. It's a brown lace. I had to do all the tinting and dyeing and everything before I could put it on. But I have to measure my head, my ear space, and don't be afraid to cut off the lace if you think it's too long for your head. So I had to like cut my ears out of the lace and measure my head for the install. With all that measurements done, I prefer to go in with a white pencil to mark my lace before I start applying the glue. This step is so important if you want to get your wig to stay on precise and really measure out where you want the glue to go. So that is what I'm doing here, and I'm going to go in with my bold hold glue. That's what I like. You can use any glue of your choice, and I go in like 3 times and lay them clear before I apply the other one. So that is what I'm going to do in this step. So I go around the perimeter of my edges to really go through every drop. Don't use too much glue, okay? A little at a time. So when I put it on, I make sure to use the wooden spatula to blend everything in so it's clear. Then I go in with another glue for the second layer, and then I repeat the same process over again. Make sure it dries clear before you even think of applying the lace. There was a mistake that I did. I had to like blend my foundation in my ball cap, which I was just jamming to music, so I forgot. But you know what? Mistakes are to be made. I went in with my foundation and rectified that mistake, and we are good to go. So that is what I'm doing here. Enjoy this part, take notes if you have to, and let's see how it turns out. The music was music in here. Okay, I had to give myself a moment to dance, and that's when I made the mistake. Make sure to apply the foundation before the glue to make your work easier. But I did it, okay, did it. So I go in with my blow dryer on the cool setting. Always put it on the cool setting to dry out the glue. And I started applying the lace. So I do it ear to ear. Pay attention to one side before I do the other side. And I go in with my tail comb to blow dry the hair, this time on the warm setting, and then blend it in. Like I was going in with the comb to make sure everything is laying flat before I do anything else. You see that craziness going on, that white craziness. We are going to correct that with our foundation later. But I go in with my scissors to cut off that excess lace. And please don't cut your lace straight. Make sure to cut it in zigzag. And I make sure to do that. I go in with rubbing alcohol to clean the glue. The same process. Keep your work neat and nice. That was what I was doing here. And I went in with my Wonder Lace adhesive spray on the edges to make sure everything is melting. We are aiming at melting this lace, so that is what we are doing here. There are some parts of the lace still lifted. Don't worry, just go in with the bond hole glue, use the tail of the comb, and then go in a little with the glue, and then blow it out. You're done. That's simple, okay? Personally go in with this Love Beauty hair product, Lace Meltdown Spray. Oh, that was a mouthful. To lay down the lace, make sure it's melted. But you can go in with any meltdown spray or spirit. The spray spirit for your ponytails, yeah, you can use that, and then you use your hairband to tie it down. Okay, that's going to help the lace melt down. You need to do this process. It's very important. Let's move on to styling. I parted the hair. My lace was short, so I had to part it halfway. And you can use a wax stick. I already had wax in the hair from styling it before. And I use the hot comb to lay down the hair. We want the hair to feel like our own hair, so we lay it down flat. Okay, so that was what I was doing in this process. And you guys cannot believe how it looks when I take off the band. But don't worry. Okay, we're gonna fix that. That is going to be fixed. And I go in with my foundation again to really make the pattern look like skin. So that's another step you can do to make your lace feel like your own style. So that was what I did, and I went in with my foundation to blend that white residue from the glue. Do this process. It's going to really change your lace game. So that was what I did here, and we are moving on to doing our edges. So as I part the edge, I'm going to use the hot comb on it to lay it down flat and cut it out. How can you use a hot comb without burning yourself? I burnt myself so many times in this video, to be honest, but just be careful when you're doing this, okay? Be extra careful. And skip this part if you don't want baby hair, but personally, I like the beauty of it. And I'm going to go in with my mini flat iron to curl out the baby hair. It makes a difference if you do this process. And I go in with my Nairobi Wrap and Shine foaming lotion to lay down the baby hair, and then tie it back down with my headband to make sure everything is down flat. And I style it a bit by straightening out the bulb hair. It's a long bulb, if I may say. And girl, I ate it up. I did that, okay? I did that.
어릴 때 원했던 어른이 된 나 Thought I found oh she's mine 놓칠까 달렸던 나
I had to put makeup on to see how this hair looks, okay? I'm that babe that I have to do a makeup look with every hairstyle to really see how I look with the hair, but I am obsessed. This is how the hair turned out. I'll try and link every product I used in the description. And if you really enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, share, like, all of that. And if you're new, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and be a part of the family. There'll be more of videos like this on my channel. I'm really happy with this look. Catch you guys in another video. Bye.
다시 한번 또 나 바꿔주고 싶어 어렸던 내 맘을